It's a great wet Monday afternoon here at Narrowena, and good afternoon and welcome to each and every one of you watching the show today. And we've got a jam-packed half an hour to bring you. And first up, we have a couple of recipes to open the show, and the first of them is a curry. Now, who loves a curry? Let us know down below here. And to tell us more about this curry, good afternoon to Oscar. Welcome to you. Thanks for joining me in the studio today.
Thank you, Barry. Thanks for having me.
Well, now it's time to open the show with the curry. Here's my outsider with his opening recipe.
So today we made a slow-cooked lamb curry with rice. So we cut the lamb into small diced pieces. We threw everything into the slow cooker. Some carrots, diced up carrots, zucchini and onions, mixed with a bit of garlic, cumin, curry powder, paprika, a bit of salt, a bit of pepper, and a bit of stock as well. And we let all that stew for a good 4.5 hours.
So, curry comes from India, guys. Here's my outsider.
Barry said curry comes from India, and you can make all different and multiple curries, vegetarian curries, chicken curries. Butter chicken curry is one of our favourite as well.
And I have a recipe here from a Weet-Bix packet, so I'll just pause that and get that ready for you just hang there tight. Now, welcome to those of you that have just tuned in, and this segment is brought to you by Weet-Bix. Now, the recipes I have here are banana and berry smoothie and Weet-Bix fruit stacks. And here's my outsider to read the ingredients.
So, for the ingredients, you need half a cup of fresh or frozen berries, 3/4 cup of unsweetened yogurt, a 1/4 cup of raw unsalted nuts, and a 1/4 cup of seeds.
So what you do, guys, is what you do, okay, so you've got 4 Weet-Bix there, and I'll just show you the ingredients there on the screen. So there you go. And another one, okay, banana and berry smoothie. Here's my outsider to read that recipe for you.
So with the banana berry smoothie, you have half a cup of fresh frozen berries, 1 chopped banana, 1 cup of milk or So Good soy or almond milk. Place all the ingredients into a blender until smooth. Pour into cold serving glasses. Serves 2 people.
And Weet-Bix, guys, they're just too good to throw away. Here's my outsider.
As Barry said, Weet-Bix is too good to throw away. It's also a very healthy alternative for breakfast.
So you can add some butter and jam and sliced banana for morning tea. Here's my outsider.
As Barry saying, you can add some lovely sliced butter and jam for morning tea, and also Weet-Bix can be put into smoothies and also fruit mixes.
So Weet-Bix is full of fiber, guys. Here's my outsider.
Barry said Weet-Bix is full of fibre, healthy for your gut, healthy for your immune system as well.
So where is Weet-Bix made? Well, it's made out of the Sanitarium factory. which is no longer at Wahroonga. Okay, I think it's up north somewhere. And another recipe we've got for you today on the show is a pineapple cake. Okay, so I'll just show you the ingredients for that. Okay, so here we go. The ingredients there and the instructions. Here's my offsider to tell you the ingredients for that. And there's the ingredients there for that.
So the ingredients is 1 large tin pineapple rings, some nutmeg butter, half a cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of vanilla essence, 2 eggs, 1/2 cup of self-raising flour, half a cup of plain flour, and half a cup of almond milk. And for the caramel topping, use only about 2 tablespoons of nutmeg butter and a third cup of sugar. So it is dairy free.
And I'll just get my offsider to put that up on the
Screen.
screen there for you. Look at that. Perfect for morning or afternoon tea.
And that's the final product.
And that's the final product. Now on to the lockdown. I hope you enjoy the 3 recipes that we open the show with. We are into week 9 of the lockdown now. Here's my offsider.
Into week 9 of the lockdown, restrictions are beginning to ease, but in terms of day programs and work, not yet.
Well, they are still working on it, guys. We know that it's been a frustrating time, but please be patient. Here's my offsider.
Yes, they're still working on it, but you are able to do more things now as restrictions ease, which we're all very thankful for. But we have to be diligent and just keep abiding by the social distancing rules.
So, I'd like to tell you how and why the coronavirus. Well, I'd like to tell you how and why the lockdown was in place. Well, in January 1 in China, and that's where the coronavirus first began. Here's my offsider.
Yes, as Barry said, the virus began in Wuhan, China, and began to spread around the world very, very quickly.
Okay, now, here in our beautiful country, Australia, it spread all over the place like a big mess. And on the 27th of March of this year, okay, this is when the lockdown first began, and the lockdown started to begin all over the place with Hydro the first to stop up at CPA and then the day services to follow. Here's my offsider.
As Barry was saying, it had started on the 27th of March, all the lockdowns, and had gone through all the way till now, the 25th of May.
So that's 2 months now. And we are in week 9, as I've said, but as my offsider said, restrictions are now lifting but as I believe the gyms are still remaining shut at the moment, but as next Monday, June the 1st, travel can begin, but only within NSW. Here's my offside.
This is Barry saying you can travel within New South Wales from June the 1st, but you can't go interstate as yet.
So you can only go as far as the Central Coast, the South Coast, and up as far as Lismore and Grafton, but nowhere else. Here's my offsider.
Yes, as Barry said very well, you can go to all those places, but you just can't cross the border yet. You get a hefty fine.
And unless you have a permit and you are a Queensland resident, then I go for it. But if not, forget about it. Here's my offsider.
Yes, as Barry said, you have to have a good reason to need to cross the border for family or work purposes. But other than that, or as Barry said, a permit, other than that, you'll get turned around at the border, or even worse, you could get fined.
So the lockdown for us began in this house on the same day the day option services closed. And as I got out of my cab for the final time, I said goodbye for a while, and here's my offsider.
Barry is saying he uses taxi services 5 days a week, 4 days a week, or more sometimes. And he hasn't been able to see his normal taxi drivers for about 2 months now. So hopefully he'll be seeing them soon to go to the Leagues Cup.
And back to work, but for the moment, the Monday afternoon wraps, the wraps that I bring you here will still go on, but unfortunately for Ready Steady Cook Oceana, that unfortunately has not happened. We were supposed to start on the 20th of April, but that did not eventuate due to staff being away or sick, but we can't assume. And then I was unwell the following week and I had to cancel my shows. Here's my offsider.
This is Barry saying we couldn't get Ready Steady Cook Oceana going, so the staff members weren't able to make it. But we have been cooking regularly on Monday, at least, I would say, but we haven't been bringing the show to you, unfortunately.
So the lockdown, guys, is coming slowly to an end, but please, guys, be patient. Don't have an angry outburst, please. Here's my offside.
This is Barry saying take care of one another. Don't get angry at any salespeople or any nurses or doctors during this time, as they are the frontline workers.
So the message that my offsider and I would like to give to you today on the show is please be there for one another, show respect, and if you've got a problem like I've been saying right through this lockdown, is please talk to someone if you've got any problems. Here's my offsider.
Yes, as Barry said, always talk to someone if you have any problems. And Barry knows the hotline if you need any help as well.
And I'll give you that number at the conclusion of this program. And we do hope that you enjoy the opening recipes. And there they are for you there. There you go on the screen there. And this beautiful cake that we've got here. Okay. Lovely pineapple rings there. There you go on the screen there. And perfect for afternoon tea or morning tea or a farewell. Here's my offside.
Mrs. Barry said we've got some great recipes there, and the cake and the Weet-Bix snack are great for brekkie, morning tea, and afternoon tea. It's dairy free, quite healthy.
And we opened the show with a curry, so here's my offside to tell you the ingredients and how to make it for those of you that have just tuned in to today's program.
Mrs. Barry said we made a curry for dinner tonight. So we used a slow cooker, so all the preparation is just cutting up some veggies and some onions and dicing up the lamb, small bite-sized pieces. And then all you do is add all those yummy ingredients of curry powder, cumin, paprika, salt and pepper, some garlic, mix it all together, whack it into the slow cooker, and a bit of stock as well, and cook that for 4.5 hours.
So if you're making a curry in a slow cooker, guys, you need to have a good slow cooker. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry said, you need one that can do the time, that makes it a lot easier for you. So when the time is finished, it doesn't keep cooking, it keeps it on cool. And yeah, you need power point and electricity, and away you go, and it's easy to clean.
So don't go out and buy the crappy slow cookers, guys. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, the more expensive, the better they are.
And it's the same with a rice cooker. Don't go out and buy a crappy rice cooker that will only last you a month or so. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, if you spend a little bit extra money, it can be well worth the quality and the lasting years of value you get to use for.
So always read the manufacturer's instructions before using a slow cooker or a rice cooker. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry said, always read the instructions in case something does happen, in case you don't want to have an injury.
Because you don't want to turn on your rice cooker and it goes bzzz, 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 bang. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry was saying and demonstrated, you don't want to get electrocuted if you don't know how to read the instructions.
So always read the instructions properly and keep the receipt. If you need to refund or return or refund the product, here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry said, keep your receipt, and if you need to return or refund it, at least you have the receipt, which usually lasts for a year.
And like I said, do not use faulty appliances or you will go bzzz, bzzz, bang. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, you could go like that, get electrocuted and be in hospital.
So it's very important, guys, to look at the warranty on electrical appliances. If the warranty has expired on your electrical appliances, guys, please get a new kettle or toaster or sandwich press, slow cooker or a rice cooker. Here's my offside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, you get all those new appliances, read the instruction manual, and you won't be disappointed.
And the same with the microwave, guys. Look at the warranty on it. And buy good appliances, guys, or you go bzzz, bang, and then you go wheel, and then collapse on the floor, which we don't want to have happen. Here's my upside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, you could collapse on the floor and have someone have to call the ambulance. We don't want that to happen.
Now on to the part that we open with. To close the show today, our opening recipe, and it's a lamb slow cooked curry. Here's my upside and tell you about this once more before we head into the closing segment of our show.
As Barry said, we do a slow cooked lamb curry. You have all the ingredients in the slow cooker and you're ready to go after 5 hours.
And you can also serve curry with naan bread. And naan bread, you can make it better because you know what you're putting in it. Here's my upside.
As Barry said, you can make your own naan bread. At least you know what's being put into the ingredients, so it can be healthier or it can be more.
Now, naan bread is what you would get if you were buying curry from a takeaway restaurant. Now, always make sure that you tell the staff when you are ordering curries guide about your dietary requirements. Here's my upside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, you need to tell them about your dietary requirements in case you're allergic to anything or lactose intolerant to any dairy products.
And if the meat is off, take it back to the shop, smell the product first. If it is off, take the off product back to the shop. Here's my upside.
Yes, as Barry was saying, make sure that everything is all fresh ingredients. If not, take it back to the shop and get your money back.
And always keep the receipt. Here's my upside.
As Barry said, keeping the receipt is very important because there's a proof of purchase.
Because if you don't keep your receipt, guys, you can't get your money back. So if you've taken a mouthful and you feel sick, make sure you are close to a B room, men's room or ladies' room. Here's my upside.
Yes, as Barry said, take your receipt and don't eat anything that's off just in case you do get very, very ill.
Well, we hope that you've enjoyed today's show and the recipes that we've brought to you today. And here's my upside.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed the show. We've had a longer special today, but it's been a cold, windy day today, and we've cooked some lovely meals to keep you nice, warm, and cozy. And hope you enjoyed the day.
And next week we'll be talking about casserole basics. Here's my upside.
This is Barry. So next week we'll talk about some casserole basics and talk a bit more about the restrictions and if anything has changed.
And we hope to see you next week on the show. And the number that I will give you now, Lifeline 131114. Get a pen and paper and write that number down. And the number that we rely on 24 hours a day, 000. Please do not ring that number unless you've got an emergency. Here's my offsider with his closing message on this.
This is Barry saying, make sure you only call that number in case you have emergencies only.
And don't bring them up just to say you want a curry delivered or pizza delivered or lifts down to the shops. No, that's not what 000 is all about. Here's my offside.
Exactly what Barry's saying. It's not what it's all about. It's about saving lives.
So on that note, guys, at 20 minutes past 3 o'clock, we'd like to thank you for joining us here today on the show. Monday the 25th of May, and we'll be into winter next week. And for those not feeling very well today or tonight, please get better soon and stay well. And welcome back to our staff member who was off for a couple of weeks. So welcome back, and here's my offsider.
This is Barry saying, if you're unwell, please stay home. If you are well, get rugged up and cozy tonight, as winter's coming next week, as Barry was saying. And we'll see you all again next Monday.
And who knows what we'll be cooking up in the slow cooker. And here's my offsider to tell you.
As Barry was saying, who knows what we'll be cooking up next week. It's all a secret surprise.
So we'll tell you all about it on the next show, but that's all we've got time for today on the show, and thank you for your company on this wet Monday afternoon. And with the appliances, guys, do not use faulty electricals, or you know what will happen. Bzz, bzz, bang. Here's my offside.
As Barry said, you know what will happen. Make sure you don't use any faulty appliances and have a good week.
And if you are driving out on the road, guys, take care and don't speed to get to your destination, or otherwise you will go bang, and don't use your mobile phone. And here's my offsider to take us out with that message.
Make sure you arrive safe during the wet weather. We'll hopefully see you all next week.
And remember, keep your hands off your mobile, stop it or cough it. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for your company this afternoon on the show, and we'll see you next Monday at 3 o'clock. And here's my offsider for his farewell right now.
See you guys next Monday. Enjoy.
And I will be back here in the studio tomorrow to bring you another video as usual. So on that note, guys, as Tony Barber used to say, keep smiling, and bye for now. Tune in again next week for another jam-packed video. And this program has been brought to you by Sanitarium Wheat Fix. And there are the recipes on the screen there. So Aussie kids, our Wheat Fix kids, Aussie kids, our Wheat Fix kids, Aussie kids, our Wheat Fix kids, Aussie kids, our Wheat Fix kid. Here's my offsider to tell you what he thought of that song.
Well, that song was fantastic.
And,
well done.
And bye-bye from Barry, Fair, and Oscar. See you later, everybody. Have a good evening tonight and enjoy your meals. Good afternoon, everyone. Take care.
We're getting better and better each week, Baz.